Hi, so I'm gonna do an overview review of the second issue of Volume 3, Battle Action. So this is the size of, give you an idea how big it is. It's the size of a distillery book. £4.99, cardstock cover. The pages inside are as high quality as you get in a really nice like library edition from Dark Horse. Really high quality paper. I've not come across a comic with such high quality paper. So Battle Action, as I've mentioned before, is an old British comic from the 70s and 80s, which Rebellion resurrected in a series of, first of all, a book by Garth Ennis, hardback book, and then they brought out, I think it was a 6-issue series, which is collected in a book as well last year, which I did a review of, so you can find it in one of my videos. Go on my 2000 AD Rebellion playlist and you'll find it there. And now they're doing I think it's either a 10-issue run of the third volume. So this is volume 2. So the main story, which carries on from the last issue, is Johnny Red, which is by Garth Ennis and Keith Burns. Johnny Red is a British pilot who joins the Russian Air Force in the Second World War. And the art's by Keith Burns. The artwork is just so amazing. I mean, look at that spread. That is just so impressive. It's very hard to capture such a... I mean, you've got the elements of air warfare, but you also got sea, land and sea as well. It's not easy to do that. That is so cinematic. Honestly, it's pretty breathtaking. This story is very good. So, there's this guy here who he knocked out in the last issue, who's somebody he knew from his past life working for the Air Force in England, in the UK. Somebody he didn't connect with, but this guy's basically come across saying, look, I fucked up. I want to rekindle our friendship. I know I didn't treat you really well. And it's a very good story. I think Garth Ennis does his best writing when he does a war story. He gets rid of a lot of his lazy vulgarities, what he uses on stuff like The Boys and things like that, and just focuses on human dialogue. And it's really fleshed out. It's really fleshed out the character of Johnny Red. I remember him from back in the 70s and 80s, and I think it's a fitting tribute. He's not trying to ape the old series, but he's giving a bit of flesh and bone onto it, a bit of meat, what was lacking on them, because the other one was written for a younger audience, so he's made it such a way that it's more relatable for an older audience. And this is a really fascinating story, and it ends on a really interesting cliffhanger, and I cannot wait to find out how. I think it concludes next issue. Then there's another return of HMS Nightshade by John Wagner and Dan Cornwell, I think. Yeah, Dan Cornwell. This didn't engage me as much. The artwork is beautiful though. I'll just show you. I just don't think I'm a big fan of sea warfare stories as much. It's like I've never watched the Chris Nolan film Dunkirk for that very reason. But it's very impressive. It's still a good story. Like I said, it's just not my preferential. I like a good war story, but it's just one of these sea-based ones just don't connect with me that much. I don't know why. But it's a very moving, very... This is war. You don't get the glamour what you get with American war stories. There's none of the, hey, we're doing it for king and country, or whatever. Well, they wouldn't say that in America, would they? But, yeah, it strips away the glory of war, and it just shows you the harsh reality. It was a good one undone story. I'm looking forward to the next issue, because next issue, from the looks of it, Hookjaw returns, and that is a fantastic cover. So we've got the team's next issue, Garth Ennis and Keith Burns on Johnny Red, and then Steve White, PJ Holden, and John McCrae on the next story. So yeah, very satisfactory. You can still get this on from 2000AD.com. It's a really fun comic, very high quality. So it's £4.99, but like I said, it's as prestige as you can get in this kind of format. Yeah, I'd give this an 8 out of 10. Okay, bye.